Hello and welcome to the first day of the New Year's Feel Good Pilates Challenge. You don't need anything for today's class. We're going to be easing into the new year with just 20 minutes of feel good movement. I have a Spotify playlist link for you guys down in the description of this video that you can listen to alongside this video if you feel like you want music. And with that, go ahead and get into things. We'll go ahead and get started by coming all the way down to our mat. Find a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. You can go cross-legged, legs out in front of you, sit in a long butterfly. The key is wherever you feel comfortable, that's where you're going to go. Take your hands right to the tops of your legs and then give me a big roll of the shoulders as you open up through your chest and let the shoulder blades slide down and back. From there, we'll take 4 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, filling the body up with air. Think about expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And then exhale out, let all of that air go. 3 more just like that, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. We'll go for 2, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. And last one, inhale. And then exhale out, let everything go. Good. With that last exhale, I just want you to take a moment, settle in, check in with yourself, maybe set an intention for today's class. How do you want to feel once today's class is over? Give yourself a moment to think on that. And then once you're ready, let's pop on up into a tabletop position. Hands are coming down to your mat. You'll bring your wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips out wide, press into the fingertip, the knuckle, and the heel of the hand, and then press up and away from your mat. From here, we'll inhale as we arch into the back, open up through your chest, draw the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, press up and away, curving the spine like you're an angry cat. Inhale, arch into your back, open up the chest, draw the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, press up and away, curving the spine. For 3 more, inhale as you arch into your back, open up your chest, draw your shoulder blades together, and then exhale, press up and away. We'll go for 2. Inhale as you arch the back. Exhale as you press up and away. And then last one, inhale as you arch. Exhale as you press up and away. Good. From right there, let's hold the curve in our spine. You'll inhale as you reach your hips back towards your heels. We're going to exhale, still holding that curve. You'll pull things forward. And then inhale, find that arch into your back as you release the spine. 3 more like that. Exhale as we press up and away, curving the spine. Reach the hips towards your heels. Bring things forward. And then inhale, release as you arch into your back. For 2, press up and away. Reach the hips back. Pull things forward. And then inhale, arch into your back, open up the chest. Just 1 more, press up and away. Reach the hips back. Pull your hips forward. And then inhale, find your arch into the back. From there, let's start to walk the hands all the way back in towards the knees, pressing the hips towards the heels. You can bring your legs a little bit closer towards each other, and if this is not comfortable, just sit cross-legged. We'll take the right hand down towards the mat. Left arm is going to reach up overhead. I want you to press both of your hips evenly into the mat, opening up through that left side body. And then when you're ready, you'll just come up through center. Take that same thing over towards the left. Left hand goes down, right arm reaches up, open up through the side body. Good, and then let's pull everything all the way in. Okay, from right here, we're just gonna kick the feet out from underneath us, and you can scoot towards the bottom edge of your mat, scoot this way, reaching your legs all the way out in front of you. Put a soft bend into your knees, flexing through your feet. You'll take your arms, reach them out in front of you, right up in line with the shoulders. Inhale here as you sit up tall. Exhale as you pull in from the center of the body. You're pulling hips upwards towards the rib cage. Just start to roll things down. If you've been with me a long time, you've done a challenge challenge with me before, you've been taking class with me since 2020, you know the roll down, you know it well. Inhale as you reach your arms back overhead. Maybe you hit the chair, maybe you hit something around you. Exhale as you lift the arms above your shoulders. Squeeze from underneath your armpits, pressing the hands towards the tops of the legs. Now from here, think about pulling from the center of your body instead of using your neck or your head to lift you up. Pull from the center. We lift up through head, neck, and shoulders, pressing into the hips, pressing into the heels. You're gonna come all the way up to seated, nice flat back. And then like I'm pulling on your fingertips, you'll round forward through the upper back, reaching for the toes. For 3 more, inhale as you sit up tall. Exhale as you draw in, belly button to spine. Think about pulling the front of your hips upwards towards your rib cage. Find a big curve in your spine as we roll things down inch by inch, piece by piece. Shoulders go down, head goes down, arms reach back overhead as I hit literally everything around me. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the arms, squeeze from underneath your armpits, pressing the hands towards the tops of the legs, tucking the chin to the chest, pressing into the heels. You're coming all the way up. And then rounding forward through the upper back, reaching over for the toes. It's just 2 more like that. If you find that you roll yourself straight off of the mat, just scoot forward. That's all you gotta do. Inhale right here, sit up tall. Exhale as you draw things in. Find that big curve through your spine as you put each little piece of the spine down on the mat, inch by inch, piece by piece. Shoulders down, head down, arms reach back. Big inhale. And then exhale, squeezing from underneath the armpits, pressing the hands towards the tops of the legs. You press into the hips, press into the heels, come all the way up, sit up tall, and then round things forward through the upper back, reaching over for the toes. It's just 1 more like that. Inhale as you sit up tall. Exhale as you draw in, belly button to spine. We're bringing it all the way down. Good. Shoulders down, head down, arms reach back. Big inhale. And then exhale, lift the arms, squeeze from underneath the armpits, pressing your hands towards the tops of your legs. You're coming all the way up, pressing into the hips, pressing into the heels, rising like your Frankenstein, shoulders on top of the hips, round it forward through the upper back. Beautiful. From right there, you're coming all the way back up, sitting up tall, maybe lifting the knees up a little bit or putting that slight bend there if you need to. Bring your hands so they go behind your head, interlacing your fingers together, and then open up through your elbows nice and wide. Now just moving through the upper body, you'll take an inhale as you twist over towards the right. Give me a 1-2 pulse. 1, 2. Take it through center. We go over to the left. It's a 1-2 pulse. 1, 2. Take it through center. For 3 more. To the right. Pulse, pulse. And then to the left. Pulse, pulse. Ooh, okay, we go for 2. I'm feeling a little bit tight. Now, if you're coming back to your Pilates routine after the holiday season, after some time away, allow your body to feel tight and notice that tightness, right? See if you can untighten things or release things as we move throughout this challenge. That's how I want you to mark your progress. Go ahead and come through center, and once you get there, just bring your hands down by your sides. From right here, legs will come together. We're just gonna kind of roll over so that we're on our right hip. Right forearm is going to come down. And then you're just gonna split the legs right here. So right leg is in front, left leg is by your side. You're gonna bring the inside of the left knee down towards the mat. Give me an exhale as you lift up through the bottom half of your left leg. Inhale, take it back down. Keep going like that. You lift up and then lower down. Lift up and lower down. Good. I know the start of a new year can be a little bit tricky for some of us, right? We always want to feel like we want to jump back in full force into a routine or start a new routine full force. A lot of the times we go too hard, too fast. So if you're one of those people, you know that your personality kind of goes too hard, too fast, you overcommit to things, I want to encourage you to slow things down a little bit. Meet yourself where you're at. Be nice to yourself. Show yourself a little bit of grace. Good. Left foot's going to come down, and then we take that left knee. You're going to exhale as you open up, lifting the knee in line with the hip. Inhale as you bring it back down. As always, I'm going to apologize if you can hear my lovely husband, Tyler, in his office. He's working hard in there. So if you can hear him, that's just the way it is. That's how we do things here. I take my job very seriously, but I don't take Pilates that seriously. Just kidding. I take everything pretty seriously, but I think I've found with this microphone you can't hear them, so we should be good. But if this is the first time you're taking one of my classes, again, hi, I'm Margaret. I recently got married in December. We got married, we eloped in Kauai. It was wonderful. It's my dream come true. Let's just do about, I don't know, 3 more right here. Lift up and bring it down. That left toe is connected to the mat for 2. Beautiful. And then last one. Good. With that last one, we take the left leg. You're going to bring it up, pull it forward so it stacks right on top of your right. And then keeping this shape in the left leg, you're going to inhale as you push it back. Knee is down in line with the hip. You can even push your leg a little bit back, like back behind your body. And then exhale, pull things forward, knee in line with the hip. I am limited in my range of motion because of the wall that's right behind me. But if you can go further, go further. I'll show you if I angle myself this way, give myself a little bit more room. I'll show you from here. Pressing back, you can go knee past the hip, push it back, and then pull things back in. Okay, that's an option. If you need a second, just take a second. We're warming up the hips. We're priming the hips for all the other fun Pilates things we're going to do throughout this challenge. Good. Let's just hit 3 more like this. For 3. For 2. Whoop. As I jam my foot into the baseboard. Last one. Go ahead and pull things in, stacking the left leg on top of the right. Pull your heels in toward your hips and then gently press yourself up off of your right forearm. Take your hand towards the top of your feet, pull those feet in nice and tight, and then find a side body stretch, reaching the right arm up and over. Whew. All right. From here, pull things in. We're going to swing the legs over to the other side and we'll hit that same exact thing. Legs are stacked right on top of each other. Left hip is down. Left forearm is going to come down as well. Think about pressing up and away from your mat right here. So the mat's supporting you, but it's not going to hold on to all of your body weight, the elbow, the shoulder, the forearm. It's supporting you. Okay, but I don't want to see you dumping down like this. I want you pressing up and away, staying active through that left side. From here, we split the legs so that right leg comes down. The inside edge of the right knee is pressing into the mat. Whew, we take that bottom half of the right leg. You're going to lift it up. And it might be small. That's okay. Lower it back down. Exhale as you lift it up. Inhale as you take it down. That's all it is. Lift up and lower down. And we'll have a conversation so that I can distract you. If it feels a little tight, that's okay. It's normal. I'm going to guess more than likely in the last month or so, maybe you haven't stuck to your normal routine, and that's okay. That's all right. No shame in that. I haven't either. But this challenge is all about helping us get back into a sustainable routine, not doing too much. Let's go for 4. For 3. 2. Last one, right toes come down, connect that big toe to the mat. Exhale as you lift up, taking the knee in line with the hip. Inhale as you bring it back down. Exhale as we lift up. Inhale as you take it down, and you just keep moving like that. Good. Perfect. Now, if this is the first challenge, really anything that you're seeing of mine, and you don't know the details of the challenge, let's just go over it quickly because why not? We're here. First 3 days of the challenge are going to be right here on YouTube. Okay, so you get me today, you get me tomorrow, and you get me on, what day will it be? Tuesday. Get me until the 3rd. And then after that, all of the classes are going to be over on my membership platform. And I'll leave the link down in the description to sign up for the rest of the challenge. You get 22 more classes. It's a mix of live classes and class recordings. So if you've ever wanted to take a class live, it's a good way to do it. And you can sign up now. If that's the first time you're hearing about that, you can sign up right now. Okay, let's do one more. Pull it up and then take the knee down. From here, let's pull the right leg so it goes on top of the left. I'm gonna angle myself just this way a little bit so that I can get some room. We take the right leg, you're going to exhale as you press it back. Your knee goes down in line with your hip. Your leg can press back behind the body, and then you're gonna pull that leg forward so the knee comes right in front of the hip. We push it back and then pull it forward. Okay. And you just keep moving like that. If you're like me and maybe you're right up against a wall, I'm going to go so far as to assume you're probably not positioned exactly like me. I don't know how many of you are also filming yourself for your own YouTube channel. But if you are pretty close to a wall, just make the movement smaller. It doesn't have to be anything enormous. The goal right here is just to mobilize the hip. That's all we're doing. So if you need a second in between reps to kind of pull your leg down and take a second, if it feels a little spicy right here, let it be spicy. Give yourself a couple deep breaths. The beauty of doing recorded classes is that you can pause it at any point and just jump back in when you're ready. Okay, let's go for 4 more. We press it back and then bring it in. Let's go for 3. For 2. And then last one. Good. Everything's going to come in. Pull the heels in towards your hips, press up off of the left forearm, and then bring your right hand towards your feet. Pulling the feet in closer towards your hips, reach the left arm up so you find that nice big side body stretch, opening up from the hip to the rib cage, to the armpit, all the way up towards that middle finger. Good. From here, everything is going to come down to your mat, okay? It's not gonna feel like the most graceful transition in the world, and that's all right. It just is gonna be how it is. We roll all the way over, face down on the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, forearms are a little bit away from the body. Your feet are opened up wider than the hips. Press the tops of your feet into the mat and give me a big exhale as you press into your hands. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Maybe you wanna come up a little bit higher, lifting the elbows in the front of the hips off of the mat. Inhale as you come all the way back down. For 3 more, exhale as you press up and away. And then inhale, take it back down. For 2, exhale, press up and away. Good. And then inhale, bring it all the way down. Last one, exhale, press up and away. Inhale, everything comes right back down. Good. From here, another not so graceful transition. We're just going to roll over so that you are on your back. From here, head stays down, hips stay down. Your knees are going to lift up so that they pull past your hips. So normally I have you come into a tabletop position right about here, but right now I want you to pull your knees in past your hips. Pull them in nice and tight like you're curling into a little tiny ball. Your head can stay down on the mat, and because we're easing into things, just keep it down, okay? No need to push it. Keep your shoulders down, keep your head down. We're gonna pull that right knee in, shoot the left leg out long. Your hands can come towards the top of your right leg. You're gonna give me an inhale there. Exhale, switch the legs. We'll do 6 like that. 6 and 6, 5 and 5. Big exhale, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, last one, and 1. With that last one, both of your knees pull back in towards your chest. Hands are coming towards the tops of the legs. You'll give me an inhale right here. Exhale, let it go. Another big inhale, you'll reach your legs out on a high diagonal, reach the arms back, biceps by the ears, and then exhale, pull the knees in, pull your hands down towards the tops of the legs. Inhale as you reach back. Exhale as you pull things in. It's 6 more like that. We go back and then in for 5, for 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Everything comes in, knees pull into the chest, take a little rock from side to side. And then from right there, walk your feet out so that they come down to the mat. Go wider than your hips. Drop both of your knees over towards the left and let your right hip lift off of the mat, but keep your right shoulder down. Inhale there. Exhale, take the legs up through center and then drop it over towards the right. I'm obviously impeded by my wall. Inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and bring things back up through center. And then from there, walk your heels away from your hips. Reach the arms above your shoulders. Squeezing from underneath the armpits, you'll press your hands down towards the tops of your legs. Tuck the chin to the chest. Start to roll yourself all the way up, pressing into the hips, pressing into the heels. You'll come all the way up to seated, and then once you get there, you can bring your legs together. You can take any other stretches that you feel like you need, but you're all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. Remember, you guys are awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 2 of the challenge.
I just can't resist you. You got me drunk in love, I can't see.